Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Dispatch channel and happy Thursday. It is the last day of March, and as we know, we have been winning. It is absolutely awesome to see. You guys are kicking ass and taking names. So I am super, super pumped. I can't believe tomorrow's April already, but we're moving through the year pretty quickly here. So today I am going to go over sales versus service job types, no charges, and a little update on error reporting. But I'm going to start with a joke here. What does garlic do when it gets hot? It takes its clothes off. I thought that was a really good one. Hopefully we'll hear Olivia laugh in a few minutes after I post this video. Um, so to start off, sales versus service job types, they did make an updated sheet that will hopefully help people a little bit with some more clarity, because I know it can get very confusing. There are many jobs that can cross departments, so really focus on the ones that absolutely cannot, and making sure that we're getting those right, and the ones that can cross departments, just asking the right questions, reaching out to people in the room to make sure we're making the right decisions. But I did put here, it is not an easy skill to know when to move jobs by department. There are a lot of decision making factors that go into that. Where our install capacity is, where our excavation capacity is, where our job count is on service. There's a lot of things that, can even be in the job summary that may lead you in a certain direction. So it's not black and white. There's a lot of gray. And I know there's a lot of people in the room that hate gray. I hate gray too. I wish everything was black and white. Um, but it is a learning process and it takes a while. So it's not something I learned overnight. It's not something other people learned overnight. So just be patient with yourself. Here is the sheet that I made. As you can see up here, it says job types placed in a specific department if 90% of the time it fits in that department. And then I made little notes to try to kind of help people. Like a good example here is tankless below 10 years old. Typically that goes on service about 90% of the time. But if they mention a replacement or they bring up a brand that really doesn't have parts available to fix anymore, it's usually best to go on sales because it will be a replacement opportunity. And there's a couple other examples. I'm not going to read through them all. I'm going to share it with you guys, and then please email me if you have any questions. Let me know if there's something you want to add on there. Let me know if there's a job type that's just always confusing or notes that are always confusing, so we can try to get a little bit more clarity around it. Next thing I'm going to go over is no charges. I did finally make a no charge SOP. Anything outside of these reasons, we need to tell the technicians that they need to call their manager to get approval. The reason I would like them to call their manager is sometimes we can get pretty no charge heavy and we're actually skewing our metrics because we're no charging things that really shouldn't be. And on the opposite end, a lot of times we're missing no charges when it really shouldn't count against their conversion. So I made an SOP, like I mentioned, for what the reasons are for no charges, what are not reasons to be no charged, and then reasons that need approval. I did share this with management, all field management yesterday, so they have a copy of this as well. So hopefully this is going to help a lot of the confusion that people have sometimes. So keep this handy with you, for the next couple weeks while you're getting used to this, so you can see exactly what is classified as a no charge opportunity. And final thing I wanted to go over is an error reporting update. As you've seen, Olivia's catching up. We're getting people trained. It's really exciting, and she's getting to a good cadence of getting the errors back to people. We're working on trying to get it even more quickly in your hands, so that way we're not weeks behind trying to fix our errors. But our average errors as a total department is around 13% right now. My personal rock for Q2 is to reduce these below 10%. So starting April 18th, we will be tracking these against bonuses. I don't want people to worry. Anytime we're starting something new, I'm going to be very lenient because I want it to be a learning opportunity. Nobody wants to, cut people off from making their bonuses. And so I want to make sure that we're taking it slow. And I will send out a detailed email exactly how that is going to be tracked against your bonuses. But this is really just so we can start improving. We have the KPIs for, the service techs to see how we do as our dispatch role, but also how we close out jobs is a huge part of our role as well. So I will put a kicker in there because anytime we, have to take away, I want to be able to give an opportunity to give back. So if anybody does have less than 5% errors, they'll receive a $100 bonus for the month. Like I said, the first 6 weeks, it's going to be a learning opportunity. We'll go over jobs. If there's something that you're confused about or you don't know why it's counted against you, this is going to be the time that we have those conversations. And, like I said, I'll work with you to make sure that, everybody's getting what's fair and what's right. But I think this is going to be great to really reducing our errors and making sure we're just closing out jobs properly because it's part of our role. So just to recap here, sales versus service job types. There is a sheet connected here, hyperlinked, so you guys can just click here. For no charges, link right here for the document. Keep it handy because we do a lot of no charge opportunities, especially with LTOs and free flushes and reasons like that. And then error reporting. We are at about 13%. For Q2, I am working so that we reduce it to below 10%. April 18th is the date that we're going to start tracking against the errors for the bonus. And I will be sending a detailed email that explains exactly how that's going to work. But awesome job, guys. I'm really loving seeing the team environment and seeing us grow and seeing people get more time to even focus on their teams and do the things that they wanted to do months ago. So really excited, and I hope everybody has a great Thursday.